Gordon, what a win. Wow. 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 Thank God.
Needed
Thank
it.
God. 0-2 would have been tough. 0-2 would have been really tough. So 1-1, scrappy win. Did not start the way that we thought it would, but kind of just an Aaron Rodgers, very gritty, veteran type of performance. He was able to overcome all of the horrendous play call by Nathaniel Hackett, and we ended up getting the win. So that was nice. We went to 1-1 and on to the Patriots.
Here we go. Dude, I think you hit the nail on the head with the veteran win, right? Like I think that coming out of it was a hell of a roller coaster, right? Like going through that, I should say. First quarter, I think we got punched in the face like very quickly. We look good. We're inconsistent, but like you said, dude, veteran win where I feel like, and I think Rodgers may have said this or something similar to this. Like last year, there were a lot of games like where we'd creep in that mindset of no way we're winning this or this game is over. And like Brees said it, I think, and like there's just a calm about him that he brings to the team of like no matter where they are, no matter where they are, what the game is like, they feel like they can win it with him at quarterback. Now we've seen that we can, I think we needed to win this one. And I think, this was a game that was very easily losable. But yeah, dude, like you said, veteran win, needed it, feeling good after it, obviously. But
Yeah.
it was one heck of a ride. So
Yeah, wild. I mean, last year you lose this game by 10 points easy.
yeah. Yeah.
Easy. I mean, we'll get into it a little bit, but some unfortunate injuries here and there. Jermaine Johnson is a huge blow.
Yeah. Huge loss.
It looks like a complete torn, ruptured Achilles out for the season type of situation. It just puts more pressure on bringing Reddick in, which is like this is our time.
I
There
think
was
I think he's got to come in this week.
He's got to come in. You have to give him money, and whether that makes you look like you broke first, well then sure. I mean, you have to put the team over your pride right now.
Let me put it
So
this way. If we go on and have a playoff run or a Super Bowl run, no one's going to talk about, remember the first week where,
yeah,
like he held out, like, nah, it's
yeah.
going to be like,
Oh, I can't believe we gave him that much money. No, we're going to be proud
yeah,
about the fact that we actually got to
exactly.
So yeah, so you got to bring him in. I mean, it was good to see Will McDonald.
Yeah.
He played
Three
well,
sacks.
3 sacks, which is crazy, so he did really, really well. Pressure on the quarterback every now and then. Jermaine Johnson had a good game, until kind of late there where he got injured, which, you're gonna have to replace him, and there's really no replacing him. There's Hassan Reddick who's kind of sitting in the wings. So like I said, you have to suck up your pride. You have to bring them in. I mean, simple as that. We're not going to have many opportunities as a franchise where you even think about like, hey, is a deep playoff run a potential for us? Is the Super Bowl a potential for us? Like, and the fact that that has been in the talks, like, this is it. After
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is gone, it's over. You have like Jordan Travis, or you draft somebody, or like who the hell knows. So
Yeah.
like this is the time to win. It's right here, it's right now. You saw glimpses of greatness with this offense. The defense a little shaky here and there, but they're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
I really do still think they're going to figure it out. You saw what the offense can do. You saw that they can be special. Get the defense straight, and I think this offense will also figure things out. So give them, obviously don't leverage your future, your complete future, but give him enough where he's able to get in the building. That's how I feel.
I agree, dude. I don't know if it's like, waiving his fees or whatever, and then giving him, at this point he's lost almost $8 million. So it's like, all
Yep.
right, just give him that, and hopefully that's enough to make it up. I don't know. But I think we need him. I think that highlights it. Obviously, JJ going down highlights that, but Will McDonald, surprise, dude. 3 sacks quietly, I think, too. Like
Yeah.
three
Yeah.
sacks very quietly, and then like in the right times. Like if he doesn't get that sack at the end of the game, we lose the game. You know what I mean? I think even had I forget exactly who, but that end of the pass at the end there, like I think if he caught it, we had him covered. It was fourth and goal. He would have had to get into the touch in the end zone.
Yeah, his play short
Um,
anyways.
But dude, thank goodness we played a Will Levis led team. Like, that's putting a lot of disrespect on him. Let's just
No,
put
it's a
he's a
good point.
rookie quarterback, right? Like, thank God we led it. We played a
Second
team that
year,
had a rookie quarterback, right? Like,
second year,
because second year. Oh, second year. There you go.
second year.
But Ridley, I think Ridley put Sauce in a blender tonight, dude. Like, I don't think Sauce looked off. Defense just looked off. And I think if we're gonna go into like gas and breaks, I think that's my break. Like the defense just looked not like itself. You know what I mean? Yeah, we held them
Sure.
to what was it? Two
Seven,
touchdowns or something, two
17,
touchdowns.
yeah,
So
17 points, two
like
touchdowns.
they just looked any other team is going to capitalize on that. I think good teams, great teams win games like these. I think that, like you mentioned, like veteran win, like we're going to look
Yeah.
back and be like that. We needed that one. That was a big one. It taught us a lesson. But this one could have slipped away from us. And I think we have Rodgers to thank. And again, parts of the defense came up huge. McDonald, Quincy was huge in Mosley's absence, and
Yeah.
Sherwood led the team in tackles. So I mean,
Yep.
looking at that, it's like we had guys to fill in, but the defense still sputtered. So
Yeah. Yeah. No, 100% agree. I mean, this defense is they're kind of a question mark right now. Like
yeah,
we lost some pieces in the offseason, like a JFM and Solomon Thomas or whatever it might be. And we're trying to figure out, okay, how are we going to
Huff.
replace these guys?
We still have Thomas.
Still have Thomas.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
else we lose? JFM, who was the other guy?
Huff, JFM, and Quentin Jefferson.
Yeah, Quentin Jefferson. So
Yeah.
those are run stuffers right there, And I think we're still trying to figure out like how you actually replace those guys
Yeah.
and it doesn't seem like we figured it out. That's for sure.
No.
I mean,
The
Will
undrafted
McDonald,
guys
like we have a lot
haven't
of
figured it out yet.
and you love Quinnen, obviously. You love Quinnen Williams, but like where is he? You don't hear his name called, and whether he's getting double covered or whether he's getting just completely blanketed, like, okay, that's one thing, but you don't even hear the announcers talking about that. You just don't hear
Yeah.
his name at all. Like, it's like he's just not there. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on there, but yeah, it just seems a little bit off. And like that one catch by Ridley in the end zone was just kind of like a circus catch. And I mean, Sauce was right there. He was right there.
I'm not putting that one on Sauce because Sauce probably looked over and was like, oh, Chuck's got this, right? Like, and
Yeah.
I honestly think he touched him before he went in. So that one was a little weird that didn't get called back.
Yeah.
Even Sterator was like, yeah, I had him as getting contacted before he went in. Now, again, it's on the 1 yard line. They still probably score. Who knows? And again, I think our defense sputters on by our standards. Like our defense is phenomenal.
Yeah, we let up 17 points, right? It's not like we let up 26 and we just
exactly
just got out the victory. It's like we played well 24-17. And that was the thing last year. Is like if this team can just score over 20 points, then we'd be a really solid team. Like this is the kind of victory that you want to see. I know we started slow and it's not what you want, but like they ended strong.
Yeah.
And that's where all the greatest teams win. They don't start strong and end strong.
I agree.
They just end strong. So hopefully this is, I mean, I'm sure this felt great for Rodgers. I mean, just
had to
kind of proving to himself, like, okay, I can still do it. I can still he made 3 or 4 big time passes late in the game.
Yeah.
Third down, second down. I mean,
that one to Garrett, that like inside back shoulder, whatever, you know what I mean?
And then Mike Williams had
Mike Williams. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is kind of what you wanted to see out of the offense. I mean, and I feel like they still even could have done more, right? 27, 30 points, 100%. And I think the Titans defense is good. I really think that they're good. They're a solid team. So this was a good showing. I think it's like, man, and it's funny again, like the fact that we're talking about maybe the defense is not where we wanted them or where we need them to be. I mean, now with, Jermaine Johnson out, you got to bring in Reddick. You have to. And then hopefully Will McDonald is who you want him to be. And then Michael Clemens and, Tack is, all of these guys were able to step up. But I mean, I'm not concerned about the secondary and the DBs. They're going to figure it out. It's more about run stuffing and getting after the quarterback. And that's my break as well, is like the defensive line, man, a lot of question marks with all of the pride that Salas says that he has, and we can stop the run when we want to stop the run. Well, you got
D-line's his thing, dude,
I mean,
right? Like I get maybe linebackers on it, but D-line's his thing. Like that's
and hopefully CJ's okay. I didn't see much about what he has, but we'll see.
I think you said toe, right? Is that what they said it was? Something with a toe, and I
Yeah,
don't
something
know.
with a toe. I don't know. I don't know what it was. All right, what's your gas, man? What you got?
Dude, gas, I think it kind of goes along the way of like a veteran win, but like we won in a weird way. No wide receivers caught a touchdown. We had three, our two running backs caught all three, or either ran or caught all three of our touchdowns. It's like finding ways, spreading that ball out. I think 8 people got a pass from Rodgers tonight. And I mean, we saw
Yep.
Conklin get a ball. Ruckert probably should have had a touchdown if he just kept running instead of trying to jump for that ball. Um, but dude, I think a breakout game for Braylon Allen, two
Yeah.
touchdowns, one running, one receiving.
Yep.
And then Brees figuring it out, right? I think that's I think week one we saw a little bit of like what's going on, and then maybe even this game a little bit, but I mean figured it out by the end of the thing. I think in the post game it was like if you see me a backer on me, throw me a go route. And Rogers is like, all right. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what happened. And Brees
Yep.
made a phenomenal catch, like
Yeah.
unreal catch.
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, a catch that I don't think that, I mean, we all knew that he had pretty good hands, but we really
I
haven't
wouldn't have
seen
suspected that.
him. We haven't seen him like go on some sort of a deep ball and catch a jumper over whoever it was, whether it was a linebacker, a
It
DB,
was
or
a
whoever
backer.
it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
So yeah, no, I mean, mine is Braylon Allen. I mean, it was great to see him. They featured him every now and then. Brees, I don't know, moving forward, he's going to be just a complete featured back. I mean, I love him. You know,
Yeah.
he's Brees Hall, he's our dude, but like I think that Braylon is definitely showing a little more juice in his legs than maybe
There's
Brees
nothing
has.
wrong with with playing a
Yeah,
hot
the killer
hand.
bees,
Like,
man, the killer
yeah.
bees. I think these dudes are going to be a great 1-2 punch, and they need to lean on that a lot more because I mean, Brees is Brees, and that's fantastic, and he still is a home run threat. But Braylon, dude, it looks just a lot more fresh, and that's why these running backs are not getting paid like they
Yeah.
used to. And I hate to say it, I hope Brees is a Jet, for a long time. But man, like it's like 4 years, 4 years, and these guys are done because they just
Yeah.
get beat up. But they look good. They look good. I'm excited for the future to see Braylon, and he's definitely my gas because I think they're going to feature him a lot more.
Yeah, dude, he was, and I mean, it was awesome to see. Like you literally saw that, like what you just said of like getting Braylon the ball, and then like that juicing up Brees, because
Yeah.
beginning of the game it was Brees, and like he was not doing it right, and maybe that was just play design or play call, whatever. But then Braylon started getting involved a little bit, and then Brees runs off a huge, runs that 30-yard run, and then it's like, okay, now Braylon's gonna, and maybe again we're just starting to feel the game a little bit more, dialing the defense, or dialing on the defense, but it felt good to have like win the game essentially on the ground with our running backs
It
with
did.
caught two
It did.
balls, you know what I mean?
And I
But
and I think you knew like it was I didn't expect some sort of like 10-point victory or something like that. This was
yeah,
going to be gritty. This was going to be like Rodgers is still getting comfortable. He's still trying to figure out, can I do this? How
yeah,
much potential do I have? How much, what can I actually put into the games late in the game? Like,
yeah,
am I still able to
yeah.
execute like I used to? And he's kind of like on a journey of just continuously proving things to himself. So I really hope that we
He
see
got
him
a
back
pretty
here
big
as
sack
a
today
Jet.
too. I think there was a pretty
Yeah.
pretty good sack
Yeah.
today,
And he
especially
picked
from
up
the
a couple
back.
yards
And
with his legs,
yeah,
so I think like getting this win, just kind of like a gutted out type of win this early in the season was like everything he needed. Get to the Patriots on Thursday, beat the Patriots, and then you got kind of like a mini bye, where you got 10, 11 days to just,
yeah,
rest and let the body heal. So amazing to be 1-1 right now. I love it. And we're in a good spot. It's a good
I
spot
agree,
to
dude.
be.
I agree,
Yeah.
dude. Pumped on it. Huge win. Short week going up against the Patriots, home opener. So gonna feel the juice in the stadium. And I think it's gonna be a good one. I still think Reddick comes in this week. I really do. We
Yeah.
won. It feels great, but that D line is hurting. I don't know if we go out and get somebody. Leonard Taylor gets
I,
activated.
I actually think I'm just gonna go out there and say I think we sign him like tomorrow and he
Yeah,
starts and he
yeah.
starts not versus the Patriots, but he starts the next weekend.
Oh, if we sign him tomorrow, he's playing versus the Patriots. He has to. Like,
Dude, 2 days, 3 days.
yeah. Dude, throw him in there just go in on a few, you know what I mean? Like go in on a few downs. He's got to. Like, we
Yeah.
need him in the rotation.
I guess
I
a
don't know.
couple plays. I mean, you hope that he's taking care of himself. He's a veteran. You would hope he's taking care of himself off the field and he's not
Yeah.
just like, I just want to be traded so I don't care. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. But yeah, I mean, you need You need somebody. If Jermaine's gone, you can't rely on Will McDonald and Michael Clemens for the rest of the year. That
Michael
is a
Clemens is
joke.
a fraud, dude. Fraud.
And if you don't get Reddick and he gets traded or he continues to hold out, and you
Yeah.
have Jermaine and you have Clemens, you need to change the defensive scheme. You have to blitz. You have to blitz because
They're
can't
not getting
just
it. Yeah, yeah.
you can't rely on a 4-man front to get after the quarterback because those guys are not going to do it. And maybe every now and then, but you need to start bringing Quincy more. You need to bring in Sherwood, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You need more pressure on the quarterback. And
Tony
4
Adams
guys
had
is
a
not going
huge
to do it.
game today, I feel.
Yeah,
I think he had a
sure.
huge game. I
You
think,
know what?
they're-
You know what I loved? Jamal Adams. Suck it. What a loser that guy is. Phony. There's a lot
Phony.
of phonies in the
Phony.
world. Phonies like Alex Rodriguez, phony. Tom Brady, phony.
A-Rod's a phony, huh?
Oh, A-Rod is a huge phony. Brady, obviously.
Sure.
Jamal, gigantic phony.
Russell Wilson.
He's in a class of himself. So yeah, it was good. It was good getting the win. Cannot let Jamal Adams in whatever he does beat you. So yeah, but what you said it before too, dude. Like if Levis played a little smarter,
Yeah.
it's a completely
He
different
doesn't
game.
turn the ball over on back-to-back plays.
Yeah, and it's not. I mean that pick is not really on him. It wasn't even that bad of a throw, but
yeah.
that shovel pass was like, dude, you're on like the 5-yard line. Just protect the ball and get 3.
Yep. Yeah,
Oof.
that one like that's another game again, like their first game. Like he kind of gave it away. And I think we're playing a smarter quarterback that we don't get those types of plays. You know what I mean? We don't get those opportunities. But good teams take advantage of those opportunities, and we did today, and we stuck it out and we won the game. So I mean, on to the next one. Short week.
Agreed.
Let's do it.
All right, brother. I will talk to you in a few days here. We'll be breaking down the upcoming Patriots game and talking about what we need to do in order to get that W. But until then, JETS.
Jets.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.